Yo, this post is for my DJ heads. I usually don't do these type of posts, but I gotta do it today. Something been irking me. It's kept me up all night. You know, this DJ shit, I hold it dear to my heart. The art form, the culture, the code. So I gotta speak on something. Ted Smooth, first of all, I'm gonna give you love for always including me in the old school jam. Lots of memories, lots of highlights. Met a lot of legends, so I appreciate you including me all those years. But 2 weeks ago, you asked me to be in a blend battle. And you FaceTimed me while I was in the studio with Nems. So he's my witness with this. And he said, Scram, I want you to be in this blend battle. You got any blends, et cetera, et cetera. I said, hell yeah, of course I got blends, Ted. You want to hear one? Check one out. And I played something that I haven't really released, something I was working on. I'm building my Twitch channel, so it's part of like an hour set that I was putting together, all with wordplay and visuals. So I play you my Mr. Telephone Man mix. New edition, Telephone Man over Last Night Changed It All drums, which got phones ringing in them, and that's the cleverness. You got phones ringing in the beat, and he's singing Mr. Telephone Man. God bless. That's my style, being clever, okay? So you were so impressed with me doing that, you recorded it. And you loved it so much and was so impressed, you studied it. You loved it so much, you shared it with Eddie B. Swift. And then you loved it so much that you used it for your battle. I can't believe that shit. Like, I never been jacked so blatantly. Like this is a competition of personal ideas. This ain't the park jam. If you used it at the park jam and I already came out with it, I wouldn't care. If you used it in the club, people have used my blends forever. I don't give a damn. That imitation's flattery. And once it's out, enjoy. You know what I'm saying? We all got influenced by other people. But this is something I didn't release. This is something I was going to use in competition. A competition that you were specifically asking me about. That's why you FaceTime me, to be in a competition. And I'm showing you what I was going to use. So how dare you use my shit like it's yours? I never, like, this shit boggles my mind. And we cut from a certain cloth that, like, you know, biting MCs and biting DJs, like that's not hip hop. And you cut from that cloth. You 10 years older than me. You from that real 80s cloth. You know, you from the era when Bambaataa would cover the record so people wouldn't see it, you know? And I'm from the era where DJ AM would cover his Serato and have his own little code so people couldn't jack him, because that's our identity. We care that much about our creativity. So the fact you did that, I don't know, bro. I want my DJ's thoughts on that, because you shouldn't be talking about Remix King. And, you know, you caught a W off of that. And you talked mad shit. You talked mad shit like it was yours. And the illest shit, Eddie, you knew it was my blend when he did it. The fact you took the L and protected the jack move is weird as hell to me. Why you wouldn't? He's airing you out, disrespecting you. You guys are getting all emo on Instagram, talking about yo. Why the fuck didn't you say yo? That was Scram's mix, bro. You disqualified, because technically he is disqualified and you did win, okay? And then I do my homework and I find out he been doing this. Your #1 remix, Ted, that everyone all over the world knows you for, your Beyonce shit you stole from DJ Mell Starr. And that's a super duper big fact. Okay? There's nothing you could tell me that he ain't rocked that in the club first. Boogie Brown was there, who you also jacked, supposedly. But fuck all that. That shit toured you all over the world. That shit got you in the 40-40 club. And you didn't even include Mell Starr, that he was part of it. You didn't give him any credit. So that shit is whack, bro. That's just a character check. You shouldn't be no blend battles, because you ain't no Remix King. Let Kid Capri and Ron G do shit like that. And that's...
All right, so we are going to discuss this Love on Top record. Like, we're going to get all of the speculation out of the way now. I've seen the discussions. I saw, you know, the back and forth, and, you know, and for years, you know, this has been going on for a long time, but no one was clear on why and what and, you know, who made it and who did this and who did that. Everybody who does know obviously know, and that's why this situation keeps coming up, and I just never addressed it. So let's address it. I'm going to address it officially now, so we can go on a record with this. Obviously, I don't have any reason to lie about any of this, because the people are actually talking about something that they were present for. So that's why there's so much controversy about the record. Who made Love on Top? I did. I was at a party. Daytime Boy was at Shark, Pink Buddha, Onion, and a few others. I was fresh off Master of the Mix. And actually, funny, Ted, you were DJing. You were opening up for that party that day. Matter of fact, you were. So you were actually DJing that day. And I came in, I started to play, and then I eventually got to the level on top part, and of course I had the acapella to the record. And using the no music part in the record, which is what I did, and to segue to the Gaga Ga, the Kizo Kane record, is exactly what it was that I did. And I just did it live. And what happened was, in the interim of why the no music part was so prevalent to you, and I'm quite sure you remember that, because the power went off in the club, and I was still screaming at the people, you know, continuously to make them say no music. That's how that part of the record became. And remember, when the power came back on and I dropped the Kizo Kane record, and then there he is, boom, like the same way as the record that you have that's out right now, is how that happened. Power went out again, went out several times. And you came up to the DJ booth like, yo, what the fuck is that record? What is that? You do remember that, right? Because I gave you the Kizo Kane record. And only time at that time, only a few people only had that record. So I just don't understand, like, how does the misconceptions and the storylines of what you've done and what was created and what wasn't created and all of these things. And I'm like, you know, I stayed away from the drama of that record because of business. One, you knew what happened when you came to my birthday party. You came to my birthday party and you were like, yo, I got a surprise for you. And then you came there and you played the version that you have now. And in the interim of that party, Boogie Blind was there and several other people were there. 1, 2, they were angry. Boogie went to level 8,000 in the club because he cursed you out. Why the fuck did you do that? Yo, Mel. And then I got cursed at. Yo, Mel, why you letting this motherfucker do that? That's your shit. That's what you do at your parties. Dot, 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 so on and so forth. So, you know, the only reason why I'm even addressing this, it's not even the fact of the record itself. It's the fact that you called me this somebody. So you had enough whatever that was that you did to apologize to Scram Jones, but I never asked you for an apology. And I also never worried about the record. But see, the problem with the record is, like I said, what you still don't understand is 10 years ago versus 10 years today. This is the first time that I'm even addressing it from 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, when you did the record, people were available and they saw that it was not you who created it. It was live, done live at a party. Pink Buddha, the Daytime Boys. That's exactly where it all came from. And from that party is where you took the mix and you went and recreated what I did and you put it out. So I'm not understanding the confusion, but like I said, for all of these years, I still haven't said a word. But the bigger problem with what makes this bad is your arrogance about the shit. Now, there's a certain thing that's called shut the fuck up, and you should have just shut the fuck up and I let it go, because I said nothing about this record until now. So your arrogance is what is getting you in this position right now. You know what I'm saying? And I know when a response comes back, it's going to be some stupid rebuttal and you're going to try to find some personal thing to talk about, or you're going to use a whole bunch of other antics and things like that to turn this shit to go left. and we don't need that. We don't need any of that to happen. You know what I'm saying? But, again, you know exactly how you got the Keyzo Kane record, because that record was not floating around on no platform or no surface. It was an in-house thing. Only a few people had this record, and I gave you the record. And the following week, when we had the party down in Harlem for my birthday party, you came there with the mix pre-made and ready. So I'm hoping that I'm probably never going to address this ever again, but I'm just never going to address this again. And that's coming from this somebody.
Yo, Ted, I just seen your response, bro, and I had to jump on this ASAP before anybody believes your lies. First of all, I hate liars to a T. It's a trigger for me. I hate liars and I hate biters. That's why you all see me out of character. Everybody's hitting me like, yo, Scram, I never seen you like this. Because this shit is that deep for me. I hate liars, I hate biters. Okay? You clearly just admitted you bit off a Butch Rock and me to even use that Mr. Telephone Man. If the two of my boys just destroyed Mr. Telephone Man, I wouldn't go near that shit. I would let them shine with their remixes. But nah, you wanted to take our shine and think of your own shit. Unfortunately, you couldn't, so you used mine. I didn't use the Super Ho beat. Stop saying I used the Super Ho beat. I used Last Night, Changed It All. You recorded it without letting me know, which is suspect to begin with. And then you copied it to a T, which is super suspect. So all you got to do to clear this up is release the tape, my brother. Release the tape of you recording me, and the truth will set you free. Unfortunately, if you don't release it, we know you lying. And if you do release it, we know you lying. So you kind of jammed up, brother.